I got the line though. What was that? This guy fool.
Your phone's on silent?
Come on, my boy.
Hey,
Mike is.
Hey, Mike is bold, bro.
I hope we don't.
I ain't saying no. Hey, that's what I was thinking.
That's what I was thinking. Come through, Zell.
What? Okay, cool.
Hey, Mike, you
Zell
bold,
off the
bro.
nut ball today.
I'm
All
ready.
right,
Back
Mike's
now.
going live. Mike's in live.
What's going on, family? This is the Huddle Up. We live at WGTSDB. I'm with the fam. We back on this wonderful Sunday. How y'all doing today, y'all?
Saturday.
It's Saturday, bro.
I said Saturday.
We ain't got to talk about it. It's your boy Car.
It's early.
It's your boy Car in this joint.
Early. I should have, but it's too late now.
It's your boy Reezy. What's up?
It's your boy Lo. What's going on,
Man,
man?
y'all weak. My
We
bad.
should hit the bell on him. He should hit the bell on
Yeah,
him.
hit the bell, bro.
Caught a body.
Well, but on this wonderful Saturday, which I felt like I said, the topics we're going to be talking about today, we got the NFL injuries, we got Colin Kaepernick possibly can make a comeback, then we got Jalen Ramsey trade rumors, then we got the 04 Pistons versus the Bad Boys, which is going to be a good discussion, and then also NBA signature shoes. So we're going to get into it today with the quarterback injuries. What's going on with it? Tell me them injuries, Lo.
It's steep for them boys.
Man, everybody, it's like a bug going around. So we got Sam Darnold out indefinitely, with mono. We got Trevor Siemian. He's done for the season with an ankle injury. Drew Brees out 6 to 8 weeks with a torn thumb ligament.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus Christ.
Steve.
That y'all hurt.
Is out. Being out for the season, torn UCL. He go get the surgery done. Cam Newton out for with a foot issue.
It was a foot issue.
And that, that's my dog. That hurt.
It
That hurt.
Right
hard.
here.
That hurt right here.
Right here.
That hurt.
Whatever awesome ligaments in the foot.
Nick Foles broke his collarbone.
First play of the game.
Clavicle.
First game of the season.
Cook.
And he threw a dot
Out
too.
for 11 weeks,
Out,
potentially.
Yeah, potentially.
It might be more. That's a major injury.
Yeah.
Eli was benched. He ain't hurt, but he's benched.
Sorry,
You said
New
Big Ben?
Yorkers.
Huh?
You said Big Ben?
Yeah, he said.
Y'all said being Mariota just got hurt recently, so
Minor quad issue. He may play this Sunday though.
See, the bad thing is that the NFC South with Cam being down and the Saints is kind of wide open for the Falcons right now.
It's definitely open for the Falcons. They
But-
can take over.
But it's Matt Ryan ain't playing too good right now, bro.
This is true, but
He's not playing great. He's not playing great
They'll
ball.
be fine.
all it takes is one game, bro.
They got enough defense and enough weapons on offense to still take over.
That boy Jones.
You already
How
know.
Devontae Freeman doing, man? Is he
he's
still
straight.
a top dude? Like,
I would consider him one.
You can't sleep on him.
Yeah, I wouldn't
okay.
either. Especially
Definitely
in that
don't
offense.
sleep on
Speaking
him.
of
He
running
still
backs,
got-
I just want to throw out this name, bro. Dalvin Cook. They lost, but man, he was fooling last week, bro. He only had like
good.
20 carries and
He
like
looking
150 yards. Like,
And Green Bay
oh,
defense
stupid.
ain't no mediocre defense either. So.
Yeah,
Looking real good.
yeah. He was running all over them. They should have gave him 30 carries.
Okay.
Yo, you know,
Might as well have.
Trying to get him-
Might as well
trying to get him
have.
hurt.
right.
He
He
tried-
just got off an injury like a
This
year
is true.
ago, So,
Come on, guy.
That's steep. Feed that man.
But that's what? Who else? You said Ben. Who in that division? I mean,
Ravens wide open.
No,
Ravens.
that's for the Ravens and the Browns.
I'm not worried about them.
No, the Browns, they
I'm not worried
still,
about the
come on
Browns.
now.
They struggle
I'm
almost
not
to
worried
beat
about
the
the Browns
Jets,
right
bro.
now.
Seriously, like they got a good team,
They beat them by 2 touchdowns.
bro.
It's the
You seen that
Jets.
first half? And then their quarterback got hurt.
It's
If
the
they had
Jets.
Sam Darnold on that,
That's
played
what
a
I'm
whole
saying.
different game. They had,
I mean,
they
yeah.
went
First
down to
and
their
second
third
string
quarterback.
got hurt.
They lost
Well,
2
listen.
quarterbacks in 2 weeks? Something
Yeah.
like, wait,
I
3?
think they just need to they got so many weapons on the offensive
They gotta
side, they
gel
need
together.
to just get jailed.
Yeah,
That's all.
I mean, yeah, but you need to when people see the roster, they already made them Super Bowl contenders.
You look at the roster, shoot,
I mean,
for real.
Just
they
like
stacked.
who was that said that from Tennessee? Delaney Walker said we see their roster, but they still got to play.
Yeah,
That's a fact.
At the
you
end
got to
of the day,
bring it.
you
At
gotta
the end
bring
of the
that
day,
jump.
you got to bring it.
And who else it is? You said Ben,
We got Ben, we got Drew Brees, Trevor Siemian.
Trevor Siemian.
That was a nasty looking
From
injury.
where?
Well,
Yeah,
that's
Jets.
Jets
He was a
too,
backup.
so never mind.
Backup.
We got Nick Foles.
He was on SportsCenter,
Hey.
3 days ago.
Nick Foles, the Jacksonville Jaguars would probably be 2-1 if Nick Foles is still playing.
Yeah,
Honestly,
Yeah, for real.
Because but my man's number 15, I don't know his name, but the boy's balling.
Who, Minshew?
15.
Is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
got like
should
a
have won.
mustache,
They
got the
should have won
stash.
last week against Houston. They
Yeah,
should have won.
he know how to throw
There's
that
no
rock,
way
bro.
you go for 2 when you all you need is a field goal and go overtime with that defense y'all got, and you do that. So I'm for Jalen Ramsey to be pissed, I wouldn't been mad. I don't blame him for being mad.
Yeah.
Like,
You know
come
what?
on, man.
For the Steelers, though, I was watching, what's his name? Is it Mason, his first name? Rudolph?
Yeah, number 2, Rudolph.
Yeah. He's a solid dude. I think they believe in him, so I
Yeah.
don't think they're going to be testing free agency like that with the Kaepernick situation. They potentially could to make it a quarterback
But I
battle.
mean, Cap is pretty much better than 80% of the quarterbacks in the league now. I mean, outside of the elites, where you got Drew, you got Tom, of course.
Stafford.
No, don't.
We're not even about
Hey,
to
I was
get in
this
the-
close
we not
to
about
here
to get
too.
to Stafford at
Negative.
all.
Aaron
Stafford
Rodgers.
throwing good balls right now. Just saying.
Stop it.
So he had, bro, he
I
had
was
2
the
weeks
barbershop.
above 65%.
I was the barbershop. My man's
completion
on.
percentage.
He almost
You know, fooling on Stafford.
tripping. I'm like, bro,
First two
something
games,
last
he
time
ain't
he
been
cut
in
my
the top
hair
10.
because we was talking about Stafford.
Okay, he might not be top 10 though. Mo,
He never was. What you
Smoking.
talking about?
smoking.
Kaepernick better than him.
No, he probably was only because
fooling.
he had a lot of complete catches with Calvin Johnson.
No,
Back to the
he
topic
has
at hand.
no wins in the playoffs.
Back to the topic at hand.
Back to the topic.
That with the Saints, I read something that said Sean Payton may be going with. He don't know who it's a toss up between Bridgewater and Taysom. Taysom. Is it
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
I would
He
go with
said he
Sean
thinks
Payton.
Taysom Hill is the next Steve Young. That's what he said. Hot topic.
That's a lot of-
That's a look. That's
That's-
a bell.
that's
That's
a-
bell
That's a
worthy.
lot of.
That's bell worthy. But
That's-
Sean Payton, the offensive guru, said that though. So
Yeah, but I
I
mean,
don't
most
know.
of the time they have him at receiver.
Right.
And he's scrambling.
He
at
got
quarterback,
legs.
receiver, running back. So I mean,
but
obviously,
we never seen his arm for real. I
That's
mean,
what I'm
unless
saying,
you
like,
watch him in
you-
college. But I didn't
Yeah,
watch him in college.
I've never seen him in
Nothing's
college.
wrong with Teddy. Teddy just.
Right.
I think after his injury, bro, he kind of went down a little bit. But I would trust Teddy.
I would
If
too.
he at least go, because he out for what, 6 weeks? Drew Brees out.
Six
If he at least give me
6 to
3 and 3, I'm fine with that.
Because Teddy,
3 and 4.
Teddy is he was good enough to be a starter on a couple
Man, I
teams.
thought
at
he was
one
going
point
to
in
be a
time.
Pro Bowler.
Who, Teddy?
Yeah,
he was
He was
that
playing
guy.
like that with the
Bro,
Vikings.
Teddy was solid, bro.
I was
Teddy
finna become a Vikings fan because of him.
Yeah, I wasn't because he's going to get the Lions. But
But
I
look, I'm
understand.
just keep it 100. Because I still rock with Green Bay. That's my squad, so it don't
understand.
really matter.
I like-
I'm a die easy fan.
Yeah, I'm a Lions fan, but I like when
Me
he's
too.
Aaron Rodgers. That's my guy.
Okay.
But you know, Kaepernick still can make a good comeback on some team.
He would be the best fit for. I always want to say Jacksonville, but man,
I'll
the
take
Dolphins need to go ahead and get him, bro.
Oh no, oh no, oh no.
He just
I know they
started-
horrible, but
he gonna come back and look bad.
well, that's true. That's true. That's true. That's true. Hey, that's true.
No.
I gotta hold. Let me hold
No.
that L.
They don't feel good, do it.
Yeah,
They don't feel good, do it.
yeah,
Like I said, I
yeah.
said.
He's talking about I said.
I know I said Saturday.
I know NFL
Nope.
good, but I know the Dolphins.
We're gonna run it back,
bad
Trey
a long time.
I said what?
But then they
I said I
just
know the Dolphins have been bad for a long time.
Well, yeah, since
Man, for a long
they,
time,
like,
bro.
they might have had like a mediocre season, but they never was like Dan Marino's status like back in the
Yeah.
day. You know, they lost a lot of boys. Like when they had Ricky Williams, that's probably it. Like
Well, look,
something
when I
Showtime.
started getting serious about watching football, like back in 2012, they have not been good since at least 2012.
this is true. I give you that.
Horrible.
They might have some dog players, but it's been like.
no,
But then you got
no dubs.
no
no
nothing.
dubs.
But then you got to think about it. You
Nothing
got
to
the
show
Patriots
for it.
in your division, so you ain't about to outdo
Yeah, it's
them.
kind of tough to.
Like them the big boys.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna do against the big
That's a
boys?
long.
That's-
That's a long rebuild stage just to get up to where the Patriots
Bro,
are.
they've been rebuilding since 20
Man,
2007
yeah, for a minute.
2000 whatever. But
So,
yeah,
with Colin Kapp, his agent, they've been reaching out to a couple teams. That's what it said on the report. Saints, Jets, and the Steelers. And since yeah, and 0 for 2
Same with the Jets.
on the Saints and the Steelers, and the Jets haven't like returned their call or anything. So, but the crazy thing is that all three teams have signed a quarterback since Tuesday.
Oh,
That's how.
Bro,
like,
it's
like,
bad, bro.
Yeah, Saints signed
It's just
JT
going boy
Barrett.
ball.
Yeah, JT
What?
Barrett. Right. Steelers
Cold bum.
Steelers signed Paxton Lynch.
Ice cold bum. All right, my bad.
And Jets signed David Fields, whoever that is.
I don't even know who that is.
Like who? Like
I
really,
heard the
bro?
name, bro. I know he's a cold bum.
First off, you know how nasty it would be to have Le'Veon and Cap. That read option.
Oh yeah,
Nasty.
That's
Super Steve.
that's
And with the receivers they got, with Anderson, Robbie.
that's like an Eagles offense almost. RPOs all
Yeah,
day.
RPOs, I'll do that. And then his girl, or that's a girlfriend.
Yeah, his girlfriend.
His
Whatever.
girlfriend said that
Oh, Nessa.
yeah, he been practicing every day. Like,
Mhm.
so it's like, dude, just give him a chance,
Working
bro.
out 5 days a week.
Dog, like,
5 in the morning.
I'm pretty sure he's more crispier than most of these quarterbacks. I'm gonna keep saying that because he
Keep it a
is.
buck with him, G.
Dog, that's crazy.
So you think it's because like the situation he brings?
Definitely.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
the media he gonna bring. It's gonna be a
the-
circus.
The
Yeah.
same reason why they got rid
100% a
of
circus.
women of the Patriots, Antonio Brown.
That's two different things.
I'm not saying that, but it's
Well,
just,
yeah,
it's just the
media-
heat, the heat
yeah,
that they bring
Yeah,
it.
the
I
I
don't
think
want
that's
it.
why the
Yeah.
Patriots cut him.
the backlash.
It's
you're gonna get from
the
it.
heat that he bring it. We on it.
Yeah, 'cause
He's
Probably
he's
not
still
gonna
innocent
count.
until proven guilty.
this is true.
So,
Big
But-
facts.
And Cap situation, this junk has been prolonged for almost like 2 years.
It's 3
Yeah.
years.
3 years? Okay, 3
I
years.
mean, but it's still heat though.
I mean, yeah,
It's nationwide,
It's
he's
gonna,
also-
whatever GM takes him, he gonna have a good explanation that people ain't gonna be too pissed off to see. Like, oh, you took Cap for real for what he did.
Well, listen,
Yeah.
though.
Which, I mean, it can go either way.
The crazy thing is that even remember when the president Trump, he was like, he shouldn't be playing. Like when it first happened, when he was kneeling, well, that was around the same time he first got elected. That was 2016. He was like, he shouldn't be playing because he disrespecting the flag, woody woo. But now and then, like last year, he was like, he can play. If he can bring something to a team, he should play. That's crazy.
You're really contradicting yourself.
Who said
man.
that? Trump.
That's what Trump said.
Yeah.
You're contradicting yourself.
I don't know the exact quote though, but
But yeah, we get it, man. Because he say so much crazy.
So much crazy stuff.
That's like, so one thing you disrespectful, then another minute, if he can be potentially good to impact the team, he can play.
Right.
I personally think that the GMs don't want to just deal with the backlash of the fans.
it's
and
really
then
gonna be. Yeah.
I guess you could say Trump supporters or whoever.
Yeah, the fans don't take it outside of.
Yeah.
They don't take it outside of football.
Because I mean, if they killing people for domestic violence cases, I could just imagine what they do with a Cap. And as far as that GM, whoever accept them. But I mean, if he start winning, that's the only thing that'll shut people up.
That's a fact.
And he's a Super Bowl contender quarterback. He lost in a great game, and he had a great comeback. But it's like half of these franchises ain't even had quarterbacks. They made it to the third round, second round of playoffs. And you got somebody with experience. You just got
If a couple penalties would have went his way in that game,
I ain't gonna lie.
it was
thought
still
that
looking
pass,
bad.
I thought that pass at the end of the game was pass interference. But I was happy Ray Lewis won.
I was like, what? I was watching like, what?
I was scared.
Steve.
Bro, that phase was the Crabtree. I think
Yeah.
Yeah,
Crabtree.
yep. It was the Crabtree.
Good
Yep.
God.
Yeah.
All right, Ray. We got one in, baby. That's the way to leave off of retirement.
Yeah. And the
That
killer
That was
part.
Ed Reed last game too, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, he went to the Jets after that.
Oh, okay.
Or something like that. He played another year, or he went to the Jets. But yeah.
My boy all grayed out now. I seen him in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
That's my
The
dog.
crazy thing is, Cap said, or his agent said that Cap is willing to come off the bench. So that means he's willing to take minimum amount of money and come off the bench. He's not looking to
I think he
start.
just want to battle for.
Yeah, he want to
So
battle.
that means they really don't want him.
He's looking for time.
What superstar you going to see? He's a star. I think. You think he's a superstar? I think he's a star.
Star. He ain't even
Yeah.
reached that.
Yeah.
He was on the
Okay.
verge.
A star, potential superstar. Say
This
you
guy.
come off the bench,
Like,
and you still don't take him.
you gotta take him, bro. Like he at this point,
It's the heat, like Mike
Yeah.
said. It's the heat. That social media or that media heat that GM on that team gonna get. And then they low key might lose fans because of that jump too, and that's gonna really hurt. And then they might have to do nothing.
Unless they start winning, nobody not gonna not come to the game if you winning.
Oh yeah.
Like,
And if
Well, they gonna still come anyways.
if they don't come to the game, they gonna watch it at home. Which I don't know if that still counts, as far as
Definitely.
money wise.
Cause they got the contract with networks,
Yeah,
network deals.
But I don't know how much of a financial drop that
Yeah,
would be
it's
from
probably-
the stadium
yeah.
money
for
versus
stadium fans.
Yeah,
So I think the
stadium
owners
fans.
get
TV
majority of
stands.
the
I think it's
arena
different
money,
categories.
stadium.
I think it's. I mean, television, TV.
It's really the NFL.
TV and fans. I think it's two different things. You don't have to buy tickets to watch it on TV.
Well,
So
this is true, especially if you can't afford it.
right. So
But I think that'll be an impact, and then they'll probably have to do something about that
Mm-hmm.
because that's just like having a basketball game. Like I can watch you on Facebook Live versus being at the game. Y'all gonna lose some cheese from that
Definitely.
versus being there. So
Yeah.
Right,
and then the owners aspect, ain't no telling how much they make per Sunday on people being there. Like, well, the actual good teams, because depending on what team goes to New York, they gonna show up, even though they team in the butt, they gonna show up. You know what I'm saying? So I think that cap stuff is crazy, man.
I don't know. At what point? This is like the perfect situation for him to come back into the league, and if he still don't come back, it's like, well.
Oh, we know it's something there, G.
Oh, yeah.
We knew that 2 years ago, but the fact of the matter that they really doing my boy Bo.
Yeah, he got a point, because this is the perfect time for him to make a comeback, and nothing's happening. Absolutely nothing.
And the bad thing about it is, like, I'm not saying he did all of it in vain, but it's like the reason why he was protesting, I don't see no progress. If anything, stuff got worse.
So say it was at least stagnant. I don't say worse.
I would say worse either. I mean, let me see.
I mean, the injustice though. I mean, it's not no step.
I mean, you
forward
got a
in the
freedom
right
of
direction.
speech.
Huh?
You got a freedom of speech. So I mean, if somebody want to kneel, it shouldn't be that harmful. I mean, it's been other people that probably been like targeting athletes for that jump, but I mean,
going back to 2016, the reason he started kneeling, he said he asked a veteran. He asked a veteran what is the most respectful way that I can, protest, and he was like to kneel. So I forgot the name of the veteran.
so he basically crossed his T's and dotted his I's.
Yeah, he asked what was the most respectful
But
way
they're not gonna talk about
to
that.
show awareness, basically, to the injustice that's going on right now.
That's crazy.
So let's say he do come back. Y'all still think he kneeling?
Of course, I think he is.
Wasn't Eric Reed still on kneeling?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I know.
You
he's
know
still-
what?
he's
I
still
think I
on.
did just watch the Double or Nothing, the Amazon Prime with the Carolina the Panthers. I think he did.
I think he. I don't know.
And but
I know he's
the owner is so cool. Like they got a new owner.
Yeah.
So he was like
Yeah,
so
that's
cool.
nice.
He was like, I'm 100% behind him. So
I think.
it's gonna take that type of owner, like
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
you know what I'm
He
saying,
gonna
an
take that
open-minded
heat.
owner
Yeah.
that is willing to take the heat.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say
To get Kaepernick
they just
back
played
in.
Thursday. I don't know. I know he team Cap though, because anytime Kaepernick
Yeah.
come up, Eric Reed names comes up too.
Definitely.
That's his boy. So I'm gonna just say he probably will still know.
I think he'll still nail too.
Because I'm like,
He ain't gonna. He did it for 2 years. He ain't
That's
gonna
what I'm
jump.
saying.
He's not gonna jump ship now.
that's what I'm saying.
And then
Like,
I was talking to
yeah.
Lowe yesterday. He was talking about if anything, is not come off during the national anthem, stay in the locker room.
Right.
I mean, that's another thing he could possibly could do. But then,
So what's your take on the whole Jay-Z saying that we over the kneeling stuff?
But then
that's his aspect.
I'm thinking like you can't be over it, and it's still a problem. Like
Right.
in the interview, he was like, "You know what the problem is? You know what the problem is? Everybody knows what the problem is, but nobody's solving it. That's the problem, and it's still going on. Nobody taking a stand. The only person who was taking a stand was Colin Kaepernick.
Yeah.
So therefore, everybody was talking about like even black injustice. They was talking about, hey, well, we like black people, so let's hire Jay-Z, just make it smooth it out, so they still come to the games. But at the end of the day, it's still
But that's not helping.
it's still not
Yeah.
helping us. It's not fixing the situation.
Yeah, doing one person that's probably like one of the biggest culturally people, that doesn't solve the problem, because he can still come and people still getting shot and killed and abused by police. Doesn't really change nothing, which is still going on now. So Jay-Z, is he in the right direction? Hopefully he does something good.
Right.
But, I mean, that doesn't really change much.
Yeah.
But how
At least
they
we got
make
somebody sitting at the table.
To give him an inside scoop, I think that's dope. But
See what he gonna do, though.
Because I mean, he could talk to them about it, but the police still got to do their
Yeah,
job.
they gotta get down
So,
to the
police.
lower level.
Yeah.
I think Jay-Z got what it take though. You see how he did Goodell on video when they was sitting down and Roger Goodell tried to touch me. He was like,
Oh,
"Get your
boy.
hands off me! Unhand me!" Fooling.
Hey, boy.
Yeah, I don't know. They said the flag represents freedom and stuff like that. And a lot of, at least black people, is not as free as they say we are.
Of course
That's-
not.
Of course.
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what the main issue is. So now he's saying the national anthem, and NFL is predominantly black.
Yeah.
So
Big facts.
therefore, we standing for what?
All right, we'll be right back after these messages, and we're going to answer that question that Reggie was talking about. But first, Join us on DaHuddleUp at DaHuddleUp on Facebook Live and Instagram, and we will be right back after these songs. Thank you. You got a good point, but I ain't lying. That's something that you gotta like go into detail about. But I do think that's dope though.
Yeah.
And then
But that's what I was telling. I think they like NFL is probably black, and they need to keep the black supporters.
Yeah.
So therefore,
Your
hey,
vocals are
listen.
so much better today.
Dog. I said
I
nigga.
can hear no, I said your vocals. I can
Did I
hear
say
you.
nigga?
Oh, I don't know. Y'all
I
probably
did
did.
it last time.
I didn't.
Y'all probably did.
Fumblerooski.
I ain't hear that.
That's a good point though. But then like I said, at the end of the shut up. At the end of the
I was talking about Mike.
At the end of the day, like when it comes to the God. At the end of the day, when it comes back to that whole thing Cap did, it still trickles down to the cops because he can do that, but it's still like, how's that gonna impact the crazy cops that's so trigger rated?
Yeah.
The main thing is getting cops that fit the actual neighborhood, the color. Like we need majority black cops, or just minority cops. Like even they Latino or anything, the patrol.
But you could take a step further and say,
like the Detroit.
that's even if they hire that many.
Right.
You know what
That's
I'm
why
saying? Depending on the district, they might not hire that many. So then what? You gonna still have white cops. Right. Right.
I see majority. No, I see about 50-50 with Detroit, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I see a lot of white cops. I see a lot of black cops.
Yeah, depending on what area. I see more white on the west side. For some odd reason. I see more black on the east side.
I'm saying
For real. And it's
it
a
is
precinct down the street from my church.
It is.
Yeah.
I'm graduate.
Yeah. I'm
That's
corner by that gas station.
Definitely.
But then it was
And
like,
they thugging over there still.
I ain't gonna lie, they still be doing illegal stuff on
They be thugging right there.
Yeah. And we talked about that jump for almost like 27 minutes.
Yeah, I was waiting for her to come
We
in.
gonna have to go ahead and jail
I'm waiting
around.
on- I'm like,
So the jail
But we
around.
didn't stop though, so that's good. And we still live here.
I thought we talked about that.
I should have been. What else?
Yeah,
Rich?
talk about that already. Only thing I heard about, the only speculation I heard about Jalen was that they potentially might still mend the relationship, right? And then the Chiefs may be interested in him. And then
what do you?
they were trying to say like that even if he go to the Chiefs,
Who?
Jalen
He never.
Yeah,
he got into an altercation with his coach,
Oh,
and
sure,
then
yeah.
he said that the coach said something disrespectful to him. So he was just basically like, I'm gonna leave now. And I pray to God he go to the Ravens. That defense is gonna be nasty with Lamar Jackson.
I want him to go
I
to the
would
Chiefs.
prefer the Chiefs too, but as a young core, even though what we call is young too, I would think
Patty Mahomes still young too.
that's what I'm saying. Like he's young too, but like you got Hollywood, you got Lamar. In the long term, probably Pat Holmes because he's a pocket passer and his line is a little bit better than what's called scrambles, so he can potentially get hurt faster.
Well, Lamar really he's been demonstrating his pocket pass.
For 2 games.
Hey, bro.
It's the only thing, and he still runs. I don't I don't want him to get hurt at it. And
He run too though.
Yeah, but not as much as what you call it do.
Yeah, I know, but
And then you want to take, and we taking away sacks. We taking that out of the equation because that's gonna happen on a given.
definitely.
All right.
So we can get into the Pistons.
You don't want to get into Jalen?
I mean, that's gonna be quick. We can do Jalen then go
Real-
into the
yeah.
Pistons. Okay.
Y'all gotta answer his question.
What's the
Yeah,
question?
Forget this question.
That was the whole.
Forget him and this question.
Why do we stand for the flag? We don't have no free.
Look, I'm gonna come back and then you say that again.
All right. 3, 2.
What's going on, family? We back with WGTSDB, back with the family. And Mike, reset that question, bro, so we can answer this properly before we move on, bro.
The question was, why do we stand for the flag? As African Americans, if the flag stands for freedom and we're not really free as they say we are, what do we stand for the flag for?
I feel like we still gotta fight for our freedom regardless. We've been doing it for years.
Yeah. But we still in America. Like, think about it.
Yeah,
If we
it's
was
the
in
home of
another
freedom.
country, bro, like, it still would be way worse than it is over here right now. Like, at least we have a chance still to fight for our freedom.
And then with the Constitution, we got freedom of speech, bro. So all that stuff comes down to us being able to express ourselves and be free. Because this is the home of the free. So, but I think personally that it still trickles down to the cops.
Definitely.
And we can do stuff in the NFL and all that stuff, but it all trickles down to the cops and helping. What did you say, Carr? Because that was important. With the neighborhood stuff.
what's the name? I said that for example, Metro Detroit area. Well, in the Detroit area, the city of Detroit, not Metro Detroit area. Like majority of the population is black and Latino. So I say majority of the cops patrolling the Detroit area should be minority, meaning not white. So, and then in the Metro Detroit area, say you in an area like, I don't know, Livonia or something like that, then it'll be cool for them to, it to be white cops. I'm not saying it shouldn't be no white cops in Detroit.
It's kind of like being like, it sounds like a little bit of segregation in a way.
But that's how it should be. That's how it should be, though.
I think it should just be cops in areas that's going to protect and serve and not be so.
But then that's what I'm saying. Everybody think they're gonna sit and protect and serve them. You don't really know their mental till you're pulling you over and you
That's
see
what
your
I'm saying.
wallet unless you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, you
I just
did
think
an oath to protect and serve people, so it shouldn't really matter your skin color. That's what I'm saying.
But at the end of the day, it subconsciously, it can always lead to another thing. Like, I feel like I don't know, like that's just the best way to do it. To be honest.
Me
personally, I think what he's saying should be true. Just because though, this like you got white privilege, they'll get off better than it'd be the same crime. A white person can shoot a black person or vice versa, but then a white person get off. So I think it should be. We can
start at the low level. We can start at the low level, like when I done talked to plenty of white folks. They say when they get pulled over, they yelling at the cop, "What you pulling me over for?"
Yeah.
Man, I wish I would.
Get away with all that.
That's what I'm saying.
I wish I would be like, hey, yes sir, all right, cool.
You say
let me go ahead and go about my day, G.
But a black cop can do that to a black person too. So that's why I say it should still happen. It should still be just people that have that honor what they good intentions and honor that. Honor what you vowed to do for these people. That's all I'm saying.
You can take the vow, but you still be capping at the end of the day. When I say capping, I mean lying.
That's what that could be with anybody, man.
That's
honestly.
a fact.
But we gon' change gears.
Segue,
and we gonna talk about my boy Jalen Ramsey, possibly the best corner in the NFL.
6'3" dog
from Jacksonville, number 20.
Duval.
All my Florida listeners right now. What they gonna do with Jay? What y'all thinking, man?
Well, they trying to give him an extension. They trying to give him some money so he can stay.
Now.
Yeah, that's what I said.
They like take this contract.
What color purple say? Till you do right by me. Now you want to do right by me.
They gotta understand though, bro. They gotta understand that guy. This is not no type of guy that you can just. That it's like I know it's a lot of people they draft in the NFL draft. So I would say like every 5 to maybe 8 years, this guy come around. So it's not a dude that come around every year that's 6'3", 245, and they can run a 4.3.
Yeah.
You feel me? And lock down. He want to play man to man. He don't want to play zone.
And shut down half of the field by himself.
Big facts.
By himself. You know
Don't
how hard
throw
it
that
is?
side.
He's checking Hopkins twice a year.
Big facts.
One of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the NFL outside of Julio.
Big facts.
And OBJ. You're checking him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
it's so hard to be a DB now with all the penalties.
Yeah.
And he's still
clean cut. And you want to disrespect him? Nah, bro. If anything, you got to take the L as a coach. Maybe. Just let him express how he feel because he want to win. Me personally, I would have kicked the field goal. And we were talking about when Jacksonville played Houston, right?
Mm-hmm.
Week 2. And they just scored. And instead of going for the tie, the coach ended up going for 2 to win the game.
And
with like X amount of seconds left. And then that's when Jalen Ramsey and his coach got into it on the sideline.
I think they got into it too because of the scheme they was playing. I heard they was playing zone.
Yeah, they kept making him play zone.
He want to play man to man.
He wanted to play man.
That's the same thing that happened in the AFC Championship a couple years ago.
Exactly what you should do. Yeah. If he's a man-to-man cornerback, that's what he does.
Play cover 6. Man at one side and zone the other side because Bouye not even back. So I understand what they saying. They want to play more zone. And Bouye might come back this week, by the way.
Yeah, DJ. But I mean, you gotta let him float.
That's a fact.
Let him float, bro. And then you can't disrespect him as if he like you could just get another one. That's not about to happen.
Big facts.
Because you lose Jalen, who you else got? Secondary wise, you pretty much
This
hurt.
might be up. I don't know how management is over there, but this might be one of them NBA situations where you trying to keep the superstar, but you go ahead and fire the coach. I don't know. You can go ahead and fire the coach because you ain't trying to let him go. I
So
don't
if he
know, 'cause
do leave, what team you think he's gonna go
I
to?
heard the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, Ravens, and who you say?
Me, that's the only two I've heard.
I would personally. It's a toss up.
We-
Either way, I think he probably should go to the Chiefs because
They need him.
him and Honey Badger on one side together.
Oh, that's
They need him.
Good God!
No
But then you
fly
got,
zone.
Jimmy Smith, and who else you got in the secondary over there in Baltimore?
I don't know.
Jimmy
Earl?
Smith.
Over there.
Yep,
got
Earl.
Earl Thomas.
But I would
Oh yeah,
go
Earl. My bad.
Uncle Earl. Yeah. So I mean, you got some ball hogs on both defenses.
Definitely. Exactly.
That's hard. But then you got to go to offenses. If he probably want to win a ring and make the haters shut up,
Chiefs.
I
it's
go to
hard.
Chiefs.
So
Gotta
it's
go to the
hard,
Chiefs.
man.
But you
go to
can.
the Chiefs.
Hey, the Ravens looking good,
They looking good. If Lamar stay healthy, they gonna be nasty.
and they in the weaker conference as well in the AFC. So anything can happen though. Any injuries or anything.
I mean, shoot. I mean, what the Chiefs got Denver. Denver ain't going nowhere. Then you got
Mm-hmm.
who? You got Denver, Oakland. Definitely not going
Oakland
nowhere.
not going
Ain't
And
they
then
nowhere.
the
49?
Chargers.
Oh no, I'm tripping. That's
Chargers.
NFC. My bad.
Yeah, Chargers. And then it's like the Chargers. They can make a run, and they would have beat the Lions. In all honesty, if they had a better kicker in. But he missed like 4 field goals.
How much was they trying to give him
Who?
to say?
They
They didn't say.
They didn't
They just
say.
said they was trying to give him an extension.
Yeah.
So I don't know how financials work. So whatever they say they was gonna give him, can he like
He need about 30 mil guaranteed.
30 mil? So could he go to another team like, okay, if you ain't offering me 35 mil, I'm gonna stay with this team?
Well, he can probably shoot out his offer what he want, but if they don't match it, then he can hit his agents up and see what other teams he can go
What
to.
options
Because
he
I mean, if he gets 70
Might as
mil,
well do it. Then see if any other team want him. Or one of the teams y'all name.
oh, I'm sure teams want him.
And you ain't got to deal with the coach no more. And he possibly might go
And he
deep in the
probably-
playoffs.
Because like think about it, 2 years ago they had like one of the best defenses of all time, and then they made the playoffs, and they was literally a play away from
Crazy.
going to the Super Bowl.
That's why I think.
Literally,
That's why I think it really ain't about money for him, because like you said, they was just
yeah.
one of the top. They came in last season as one of them dogs that everybody thought was about to be either Super Bowl,
Yeah, yeah.
That
bound
Blake Bortles happened.
or
Yeah.
conference championship. So you lose your status from last year because they defense
Bad.
was bad last year,
Bad.
and then they try to change the culture. They get Blake Bortles up out of here,
Yeah.
bring Nick
Thank
Foles
God.
in, and then he get hurt.
Man, I'm so mad that my boy
Now, I ain't gonna
Nick
lie.
Foles got
Yeah.
up out of there sick.
Yeah.
They got him
If
up out of there
Nick-
quick.
If Nick could have stayed healthy, then I
Yeah.
think Jalen probably would have been like, all right, I'm gonna stay because
Right.
I see the potential in what he can do. And then
It's
you got a
just
Super Bowl MVP.
A lot of frustration building up. So
Yeah.
he just like, I want to win. So like, get me up out of here. Y'all ain't going nowhere.
And then I think in training camp they said he came in, I think in a money truck or something like that. Something like
Yeah,
that.
what the Detroit native,
Yeah.
Ha Ha Davis.
Money-
Saying,
Money's not a problem.
saying he wanted some cheese.
Big fella.
Pay this guy, man.
Exactly.
Like, you really ain't outside of Pat P that can shut a whole field down. Pat P, who else?
They don't even throw to his side.
They don't throw to his side.
He don't even got no numbers like that no more
Pat
because
P-
they don't throw his
No.
side.
Pat P gets bored. That's how bad it is, man. He gets bored. And even when you test him, you better
And
hold.
he's another big corner.
Yeah.
Like they about the same height. What they 6'3", 6'2"?
I think Pat P like 6'2", 6'3".
He's about
yeah.
6'2", 6'3".
Yeah.
Not
That's-
as big.
Yeah, he
but
not. Yeah,
still
Jalen Ramsey
just
more
as
built.
fast, just as
Yeah.
physical.
Definitely.
yeah, big time.
Definitely.
But you still have
It's heavy.
But he's still. And then you got what? Byron Jones is another corner that can shut a field
Xavier.
down.
Mhm.
Xavier Rhodes, but like top tier boys, it's really. Can
Only
we say
that.
Sherm? We can say Sherm because
Still-
Sherm plays zone.
He
though.
played more of a zone. 'Cause
Yeah,
he's not
so
as
I
fast.
can't.
Right.
Yeah, you can't. I ain't gonna really say Sherm. Sherm locks down the side on zone, but like I'm talking about man to man following you. Xavier Rhodes can do it.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like.
Yeah.
Who else? Top tier. It's somebody else.
Uh,
I'm missing somebody. I'm feeling real bad.
I don't know who I'm talking. Hold
Kyle?
on, wait. What's
Kyle
Kyle
Fuller just
Fuller's-
emerged. He just emerged.
Marcus Peters?
Marcus Peters.
Marcus,
Um,
he kind of
he fell off.
failed.
He fell off a little bit. He used to be.
Okay.
Like I wouldn't throw his way on Madden, but now it's like now it's like yeah. I try. Oh, Gilmore, duh.
Oh yeah,
Gilmore.
Yep.
He shut down
Yep.
for sure.
Yeah.
Shut down. Then who else you got?
That's the
Gilmore
only.
ain't
And look, and
none
let me
of
say
that.
this: that's the only guy that the Patriots have paid like above market value for their position
Well,
as a recent.
Gilmore.
Yeah, they paid him that cheese
Absolutely.
because they needed him.
Gotta get
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Gotta pay
You
up.
got supporting cast with the Kamari brothers and then Jonathan
Of course, yeah.
Jones.
Patrick
Kamari-
Sean still solid.
Kamari.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kamari brothers was bad. But yeah, like that's really like 4 or 5 corners, but really like 2 top tier. It's really
That's
Pat
just shut
P.
down.
Yeah,
That's
Pat
just
P.
shut
and
down
then
in your face.
Jalen. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
What about from
Somebody.
the Saints, Lattimore?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah, that's why.
Okay, Lattimore, that's good. But
Okay.
enough of this football. Let's get into this basketball stuff. So, Lo, tell me what type of we got.
Detroit basketball.
All right, man. So the argument is, which Detroit Pistons team are you taking? Are you taking the original Bad Boys, 89, 90s, or are you taking the, I guess you can call it Bad Boys 2, 03, 04 Pistons?
Now this is a discussion for the ages. 'Cause this is
I'm
very
going old
hard.
school. Young Curry going old school.
Okay.
He's
Why?
The reasoning behind this is
You
because
think
I just
it
feel
might-
like they're a little deeper.
I'm
Let me
thinking. I
get
gotta
this bill
think.
ready. Let me get this bill.
I,
Go
feel,
ahead,
I just
bro.
feel like the Bad Boys team was a little deeper
As far as bench wise,
in quality.
Okay.
Like that's what I mean.
like as far as like they got a
Because
big.
John Sally will come off the bench, give you numbers. You feel me? Vinny Johnson. I mean, I just feel like they was a little deeper.
So that's 2
Rick
people off the
Mahorn.
bench.
That's about 8 deep right there, though.
I mean, the
On
old
top
four
of stars.
Pistons got the same thing, and they play more team ball together.
Huh?
They
Like
You
far
sure they
as a-
played more
bro,
team ball?
Team ball,
than-
as in
it's
you,
about maybe about the
as-
same.
No, it's not. As
What?
in, no, it's not. As in, you knew that Isaiah and Joe D was gonna be the top 2 scorers.
Bill
with the
Bear and the
Pistons-
J.
Okay, 3. As the Pistons, 04 Pistons, you don't know who's gonna go off. Everybody knows
That's
that.
true.
No, even somebody off the bench. Lindsey Herman came off the bench before and dropped 25.
That's true.
What X amount of
Lockdown
steals.
defense.
That's what I'm. Thank you, Mike.
I don't know, bro.
He know. So
Lockdown.
I know. I'm not saying. I said they play more as a team, as in you don't know who's gonna go off, and then they're gonna feed them. You know, if Isaiah ain't going, they might struggle. Joe D ain't scoring, they gonna struggle. That's all I'm
Looks like they
saying.
were struggling them back to backs. Just saying.
Okay, wow, you got a point there. You got a point there.
Yo, hey,
Wow.
look, and we know for a fact the East was harder than the West back then, and they had to go against Philly. They had to go against the Celtics.
Bro, the Pistons had to fight too. The 04
I understand that, but the East wasn't as strong as it was back then. Come on, that's a fact.
That's true.
Hey,
Sure.
at the end of the day, they still had to fight the best, one of the best teams probably you could put down ever. The Lakers.
Lakers.
And
That
then
squad
Shaq.
okay, well they had to beat the Lakers, the Showtime Lakers.
in the championship. Yeah.
That's true.
Come
But
on
they-
now.
But you played the,
the-
most dominant, the 2 most dominant players in NBA history outside of Jordan, which is Kobe and Shaq, and they shut them down. They let them get off, but they shut their Russ down.
The
And they beat
03
them 4-1.
Pistons defense, they only allow 84 points a game.
04.
Yeah. They only allow 84 points a
It was
game.
it was a point with
Listen.
75 in the playoffs.
Like, fam,
Listen.
that's
Listen to this
for
roster,
the
bro.
league.
no,
84.
got Mark
we not,
Aguirre.
no.
No.
Hey, no.
Mark
You
Aguirre,
finish.
Adrian
I'm
Daly.
talking about
Hey,
I
no,
look.
no, let him finish.
Come on, we got
No.
ballers over
First
here,
off,
baby.
You talking about people? We talking stats.
we talking
bro.
stats right now, which is your area.
That's your area,
numbers.
expertise.
And then the Bad Boys, the originals, they opponents averaged 100,
Oh.
and they was more physical.
Oh.
They was way
So
more.
Wait, what was the
physical.
number you said out of 03?
No, you said
84.
Oh, 84. 84. That's lower than what was that number?
100.
100. You know you know how that is. you know how to count.
Shut
So
up, bum.
But
as a
the
team,
Bad Boys offense, the original, scored more than the 03-04 Pistons. The Bad Boys averaged 106, and the 03-04 Pistons averaged
To the game.
90.
Because the game was slower then, though. Like, it was. People always say back in the day, like in the 80s and the 90s, that the game was slower. It wasn't. They actually used to score a lot of points. They used to get up and down the floor a lot. But in like the mid 2000s and stuff like that, the game did slow down. It wasn't as high scoring as it is now
I know.
or back then. Real talk. It always fluctuates.
They play half court. They didn't play fast pace like that.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say that for a fact. But
They used to get out on the break, the bad boys used to.
yeah, but with the stats that Lawrence just said, you knocked that 100 down.
So I guess
We pretty much good.
the pros and cons.
That's one for 04 Pistons.
Pros and cons to each team.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give the pros and cons. To
Let him say what you gotta say.
the good and bad
Fool.
is like he said. Bad boys with Isaiah Thomas, they had a deeper bench, all right. But now if you narrow it down to the start lineup, I'm still
Y'all want to do this? Y'all do matchups?
huh?
You want to do matchups?
I'm about to do it right now. All right. So Isaiah Thomas going against Billups.
Billups are putting him in a post, bro.
You smoking.
Smoking.
What are you talking about?
Isaiah gonna uppercut this fool. He gonna uppercut this fool, bro.
Now,
He might give him an elbow to the gut.
They'll go back and forth
Because like
because
2-something, bro. Chauncey can't check Isaiah.
Bro,
Obviously, but
Isaiah used to go against bigger point guards all the time back in the day.
Chauncey is a double threat. He put you in the post and he.
Chauncey
shooting,
was
bro.
strong though.
That's what I'm
Chauncey
saying.
was
He acting
strong.
like
I
Chauncey
said
did
he
some
wasn't.
butt or
But
something,
on
bro.
the Isaiah Thomas
Isaiah
side,
tough.
Isaiah Thomas is blowing past him easy.
I
Boom,
said
gone.
Left minute up.
Where he go?
He gonna beat Isaiah down though in that post.
Bro,
right,
Isaiah
moving
is
on.
tougher than what you think,
Okay,
bro.
That
All
might
right,
go.
moving
Go
on.
ahead.
Joe
Hurry up.
Dumars,
You
Joe
moving.
Dumars, and
Rip.
Rip. Joe Dumars gonna have Rip on lock.
You said what?
What?
What you say?
Joe,
Don't look at him.
Bro.
What you
So
say?
Joe Dumars.
No, we look at each other because we agree.
No.
What, Joe Dumars?
That's why y'all niggas can't hoop.
Joe do. Oh.
Well, hold up.
We ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna let my boy live on this one. I'm gonna let him live.
Well,
I'm
all
gonna let him
right.
First
I'ma
off,
let him live.
First off, 6'7" versus 6'3", and Rip running around screens.
That don't matter,
Come on,
all the
that
time,
don't-
bro.
that-
Avery Bradley locked niggas up in heat. Oh, excuse me. And he's 6'2". And he's 6'2". Don't cap. You know he do.
Joe Dumars
Yeah,
had that
I'm
defense.
I'm just saying.
I'm just
Height
saying.
don't
If you
matter.
if-
I need one at a time.
But even
one at
the
a
best
time.
Tony Allen gave Kate. He's the only
Hold
person
on,
that really
man.
gives
You gonna
Kevin
take-
Durant
you
a
gonna take-
hard
You
time.
gonna take my example? You win.
No, that's a
You
fact.
win. Didn't I say
That's
that
a fact.
earlier before the
Yeah.
show?
It don't matter. It's a
No.
fact. You said height.
You weak.
You said height matter. It
Finish
don't matter.
Finish right.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So
Weak.
I said what I
Well,
said.
Weak.
I said what I said. So that's that.
How about that?
All right.
That's
So
weak.
Bill and Beer and Ben Wallace. That's the centers, right?
I mean,
Ben gonna get the best of Bill.
Bill, but then
But Bill gonna be dirty.
Bill
though.
and Beer
Don't play
can
dirty.
shoot. Can you shoot
I would say
threes?
that's
Definitely.
he's
So
a
he
player.
can take
But
Ben
Ben is a 2
outside
or
the
3
post.
time.
That's a fact.
He can take him outside the post because Bill and Beer can shoot.
That's
Bro,
a fact.
you talking
That's
about
a
a
fact.
person-
That's
Yeah.
a major key right there.
Bro,
That's a
you're-
major key.
So
And
look,
Marco
so look,
Wire
can I
can
make
got
one point?
received.
Can I make
one
one
at a
point?
time? One at a time.
Let me make one point. So, you think just because Rip was running around screens all day, that Joe Dumars could still lock him up?
No.
That's what
Bro,
I'm asking them. That's
he gonna
basically
chase
what y'all
him, bro.
said. Okay, so you know, and you love Kobe, right? Kobe was a lockdown, right?
Well, he wasn't locked down, but he had great defense. He was
So
an all
Kobe-
NBA
Kobe-
defense.
Okay, that's what I'm
Couple
saying.
times.
Kobe is a good defender, right? Rip put up 21 points on him in the finals.
Okay.
So what do you think? He
I wouldn't put Kobe
Okay, what's
on
his
a,
shooting percentage?
Oh my.
Here we go with this.
It don't matter. He averaged
Alright.
21, bro.
That do
He shot
matter.
40%.
That's low,
And
bro.
40% from the three-point line.
That's
He
low.
don't even shoot threes.
That's low,
That's
bro.
low. So what's
Corey
considered
is
high?
terrible,
That's what I'm
bro.
saying.
Is that not?
45.
I need
He need
45.
45, which is
I
10
mean-
more shots. 10 more makes.
Bro.
Sit down.
Where you at?
Sit down. Y'all keep- Oh, sit down somewhere.
Back to
I don't want to
the
hear
back to
this,
the
dog.
Bill
Wallace.
part. I still think that's like an even matchup. Only because Ben is very good at defense. He's known for that. And Bill Laimbeer is not about to blow past Ben, bro.
he
Now,
gonna bring him out to the
if
free.
Listen, bro.
if he's hitting shots on him in the outside wing, cool. But like that drive and jump is
Think about
dead,
this.
bro.
Oh, yeah.
If we
It's
talking
dead.
about the '88 before they traded Adrian Dantley, nigga, Adrian Dantley was an all-star with Utah before he went over there.
That's that guard, right? Yeah,
Well, he's small for he's a wing player.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. They had scorers over there, bro. Mark Aguirre, bro. Come on, man. They had scorers over there,
Had a team too. You acting like they don't.
bro. I'm saying,
Then
bro.
you got
Bad
Lindsey,
boys.
you got Lindsey,
You got
Bad boys gonna knock
Lindsey,
him off,
You
bro.
had Lindsey.
and
You
then we got
had
Earl Campbell come off the bench to take a couple blows for the foul. And then do we have Corliss Williamson?
Corliss Williams.
Exactly.
Mike
That's
James.
another 8 to 12 points
I'm
right
not
there.
worried about
Mike-
them, bro.
Huh?
Oh, now you're not worried.
Now
Now you're not worried about them.
You're above.
But look, we're going to finish this discussion. Remember to follow us on the Huddle Up on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. And we'll be right back after this message to finish this conversation. We ain't done yet.
Alright, so there were like 10 minutes.
We're going to finish this conversation.
How are we gonna finish it? We
I
need to
think
talk about the
I
shoes.
think your people trying to join.
Hey, I understand the N-word. That's on me. I said that.
Or
That's Donnie.
Donnie.
Yeah.
Do we have a chat with them? On
The chat room
Facebook.
be Facebook.
On Facebook.
Hit that,
Y'all got a lot more topics?
One more.
You got a lot more topics?
No,
No, we don't.
this is the signature shoe.
Okay.
But we can finish what
We can
call
finish.
it.
We can do the signature shoe
I'm about to say,
later.
y'all got like 10, 12 minutes.
We can do the
finish
signature
everything.
shoe next week.
Yeah, we can do it next week. Because that's not, I like this. But
You a bum.
y'all bugging.
Not bugging.
21 points.
Y'all
Anybody else
bugging,
scored
bro.
20 points. It's
You're
good.
Bro,
But
it
it's
don't
so
matter.
Kobe.
You're
Bro,
bugging.
that's why they
You're
like
bugging.
Brandon Jennings. Okay, he scored 20 points, but he's shooting 39%. What the what? What's good with that?
So when I said Kobe scored 60 his last game, but he took 50
He
shots.
shot 45%.
How many shots did he take?
He
though?
took.
It
damn
don't
near
matter,
50
bro.
shots, bro.
God.
Like,
It don't matter,
And then
bro.
Nah,
Rip
surprise.
scored 21 on Kobe, who is the elite defender.
Dude
did.
He's
He
going to
scored
destroy
60
Dude's
points.
bro.
He scored 60
going
points,
to-
and he's
then,
37
look,
years
this is-
old.
This is the question. If he got
Nobody will ever do that again. Nobody will ever score 60 points on their last game,
that's what
bro.
I'm saying.
Shut up.
Y'all
man.
smoking.
Shut up.
I think the opening, if they went together, if they went head
That's
to
just
head,
like-
if they went head to head, I think the opening to be winning is target Tayshaun. You know, like I'm a Tayshaun fan, Tayshaun Prince.
Target as in he has to be the X factor.
No, opposite. Like that's your least on defense, but
Oh, he gonna be impactful on defense, but
That's-
offense is
that's what I'm
like,
saying. Offense, so
Yeah.
you want to win
He
the
get a
game.
jump shot
if you
until
wanna-
later on.
If you
Make
want
sure
to,
you bring that up.
Tayshaun
How tired
nigga-
he gonna be.
That's what I'm saying.
They
Like,
say
that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
think about
If you
that.
want to win the game, you need to pick and roll on Tayshaun, and then that's how it's
But
gonna.
Tayshaun,
But
like, on a good day, he might give you like 17, 18.
yeah,
He ain't get a jump shot until later on. After
I'm
that,
still
though.
saying like
That
that's,
was
if we
cash.
kept playing, that's still like 15. On the like that's like on
He
the
wasn't
little
scoring
scoop-
that much that year, bro.
Who, Tayshaun?
Heck, he
Oh,
was.
steals
He
and
was
like
scoring like
layups and
7.
stuff. No, he wasn't,
Bro, he only averaged
He's not
single
about to
digit
score
points,
7,
bro.
bro, and they win the
Bro,
championship.
03, 04, yes,
No,
bro.
he wasn't,
Come on,
man.
bro.
In the
You
finals, he
bugging.
averaged 10.
Alright, y'all
Right, that's not that
Bro,
good.
that's like 5 more points than what I
Alright,
said.
that's-
I said 12 to 15. That's what I
Y'all
just said.
fooling, bro.
What are you
Man.
talking about?
So,
Alright, hold on, 3.
I like you, Carl, but you bugging,
You
bro.
cold
Still
bro.
alive.
All right, welcome back to the Huddle Up podcast.
It's cold,
And we
bro.
are talking about the 2004 Pistons versus the Bad Boys. And this discussion is getting really crazy.
Cold bum over here.
So Kari, since you feel some type of way, express yourself.
No, express yourself.
No. You express, hey, what's that song? Express yourself.
Listen, he talking. Hey, look. So what was this whole thing about Tayshaun?
Tayshaun.
I'm saying back then.
he
I said that if they go against each other, Tayshaun is the least
Who? Adrian
offensive.
Dantley and
Hey, the bad boys, Isaiah Thomas bad boys go against the Billups squad.
Well, he's saying matchup. You saying matchup.
matchup
Ma-
against
matchup-
Adrian Dantley and Tayshaun.
You're
I
right.
think Tayshaun to get the best of Adrian Dantley because his length,
Of course.
steal.
Of course. Yes, of course. Thank you. So
Steve.
that's another win for the Ofo.
Okay, but
Back to the Joe Dumars stuff. Joe Dumars, now answer this without any feelings involved. How effective will Joe Dumars be offensively if he got to chase Rip around, what, for 48 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
And then be effective on offense?
hold on.
Because Iverson used to tire people out
Okay,
when he
that
did
come
it,
down to defensive schemes too, and
which they don't have.
How?
Bro,
Chuck
all
Daly
they
was
had,
a Hall of Fame coach.
all they had was what, Hackett
so was
Jordan?
Phil Jackson, and look what happened to Kobe.
Exactly. And they played more team ball together.
Phil Jackson was
You
an
heard the
offensive
stat.
guru, bro. Chuck Daly was a defensive, more
He
defensive minded
can
coach.
be that,
bro.
but if they players not playing, like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Next.
You
Thank
smoking.
you.
You can't.
Next.
You don't win a discussion just by saying
Next.
next. You don't win a discussion by saying next.
Next.
Bum.
How you feel then?
All right, I got another one. So
Pipe smoke.
I'm putting Rashid in there before they got the weak dark on. No, that's
I mean, Rasheed is part of the 04 Pistons.
All right,
He's
so-
the team later.
so. Who would you put for him? Was a
He had to check the worm. No
I
worm.
forgot who that was.
And Rick Mahorn. See, he had a head. He had a dead head of him.
First off,
I'm just saying.
the only way that advantage would be taken, it would be bad in Rasheed because they're gonna call fouls on him. If Rasheed plays a good game without being fouled, Rasheed would destroy him. Nobody can check Rasheed post game. Even KG said that he's an elite defender. KG said he used to struggle
Dennis
against
Rodman is
Rasheed.
one of the best post defenders
KG
ever.
is 6'11", and he said he had
It
trouble.
don't matter
Yes,
about
it
height,
does.
bro. It's about technique and how strong
If
you are in
Rasheed
your
releases
legs
up
too,
here,
bro.
you're not stopping that,
Bro,
bro.
listen, bro. We
That's
all
what I'm
know
saying, like-
how did Dennis Rodman make his money, bro? On defense and rebounding and running the floor, bro. He was only 6'5", 6'6".
Dennis Rodman got like.
But I'm
chased
saying,
down,
if
but
he can't
got-
block a fadeaway,
That's what I'm saying. That's
Yeah,
my whole point.
Dennis Rodman got the ball.
and you
before
know
he rolls
that,
it up.
and you know that, because Kobe do a
what
fadeaway
I'm
jump
saying,
shot
he had
every
quick
time. If
hands.
you can't block
you
it,
just-
so you think he gonna strip it?
It's a possibility,
Bro.
Everybody know Dennis Rodman was a problem, bro. We gonna really sit here
I
and do it.
understand that.
We gonna really sit here and do
understand
it.
that.
He's a Hall of
Alright,
Famer on
hey,
defense and
hey,
rebounding.
hey, one at
What?
a time. One at a time.
Fool.
But you saying it like he just gonna strip him every time.
Bro,
he
he's a
gets
Hall
in
of
the post.
Famer off of defense and rebounder. When
Dennis
was Dennis
Rodman
Rodman
got all
ever a
his-
scorer, bro?
Dennis Rodman got half
Oh,
his
man,
steals
man,
off
man.
the.
Come on, I'm just saying he made his money off of defense and rebounding. So you telling me that Rasheed, a guy, he not no super.
Rasheed.
She is not a superstar offensive player, bro. Y'all make him seem like, bro, he's not a superstar offensive player.
Rasheed.
None of them really
Post game
was.
is
It's all
unguardable,
good.
bro.
You
Dennis
hearing that from
Rodman.
one dude, bro?
You said what?
Who said he was unguardable?
Bro, his
Hall of
post game
Famer.
is hard to stop. Another Hall of Famer said that. KG, what are you talking about?
Listen, bro.
And KG has he might not have accolades defensively
Listen, bro.
as Dennis Rodman, but
Listen, bro.
his defense is locked down.
Disrespecting Dennis Rodman.
No, I'm not. That's just facts.
All right, bro.
That's just
You got
facts.
it. Say, come on, fam.
That's just facts.
All right, what's the next matchup, Mike? You got
Oh,
another
Not
one?
facts.
Yes, it
It's
is.
not facts.
Okay,
You
I
just
got a
saw it.
matchup. What's to me, all these 5-on-5 or even whole squad versus whole squad, it'll come down to coaching. Larry Brown versus Chuck Daly.
I love Larry Brown.
And I love Larry
Daly.
Brown. That's my favorite
I
coach
like
of all
both of them,
time.
so it's hard.
And I like Chuck Daly
But
too.
I'm gonna
as
go with
well.
Larry. Larry
I
Barry.
gotta go
Defense
with
win.
Larry, bro.
I gotta go with Larry.
I gotta go with Larry.
Larry
Defense
is
win
the GOAT,
championships.
bro.
That's a fact.
And apparently, 04 Pistons had that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
okay.
Like-
Making sure.
Yeah,
Because I mean, Chuck Daly, he was defense, but like Larry Brown, the defense was already there, so it wasn't that much in the paint. The defense was already there.
And then
So
what?
all he needed to do was just spice up the offense, and that was already there. Really,
Okay.
we just had to pay as a team.
Not to cut you off. Okay, this is a serious question. What era are we playing in? We playing in the 04 era where like you might be able to smack somebody and not get a foul, or we playing back in the bad boy days where you can almost get killed.
I mean, either way, I think they'll be able to
It's
handle
still
it.
physical.
I think they'll be able to handle it because the 03-04 Pistons was physical too.
Yeah. But the bad
They
boys
don't play.
They was
Yeah.
The bad
they
boy,
was
yeah, that's
kneeing people
just
and
that-
shoulder pushing.
Hey,
and-
Rasheed and Bill Wallace.
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
They'll be
They're-
ready to scrap.
Technically, them the only
Hey,
two hard
for
bodies
real.
on the 04 Pistons that's just like, we lose them in the fight. It's pretty much over.
Hey, you see
so-
Bill Wallace come out the locker room with headbands on his
Yeah.
arms. Like, that's tough.
So I'm like, you think Bill about to stop that? No.
Yeah, at the end of the
Make
day,
sure you call the picks out.
Fact. Because I might have to scrap you if you don't call that pick out. Real talk. No, that's real talk. 'Cause you go.
And you running full speed too? Wow. He gonna flex.
I'd be more mad at my teammates for sure. Like we might have to scrap in the locker room.
We're
Okay.
gonna have to have a good long talk in the timeout huddle.
With the four,
Man.
with the 5-finger discount.
Get the you're gonna be out there looking like Brian and Mario Chalmers arguing on the bench.
You been calling that pick? I did. No, you didn't.
Hey, he was about to snap on him,
Man
man.
flexing on him. But all in all, in a 7-game series, I honestly feel like the 04 Pistons will have the upper hand because they have
It's
better
gonna be a
defense.
7 game.
It's
sure.
7-6 game. Yeah, we say. I feel like it. What you saying? For Curry.
It
Already
ain't gonna be 7
expressed
games.
Oh, you gonna shut down now because you.
It's not gonna be 7. It's not gonna be 7 games. What you
already expressed myself.
Hold on, so
the
we got
the listeners have heard me.
We got a comment. We got a comment on
Yep.
Instagram.
We about to listen to this Instagram. Talk to us.
So it says bad boy Pistons are tougher, not necessarily greater than the 04. 04 was a carbon copy of the bad boy era. The rules were a lot different, so they could get away with a lot more in the bad boy era.
So who they say will win?
Basically, bad. Well, he didn't really say who would win. He just said bad boys is tougher. So I'm assuming he's saying that the bad boys would win.
Who said that?
Donnie.
Shout out to Donnie Pruitt.
What up,
My
Donnie?
guy.
What up, Donnie?
But
What up, Don?
that's my guy. I love him to pieces, but he's not a basketball guy. He's a football guy. So I give him half respect on that answer. Even though that was his era. It's a good point.
It's an accurate.
It's a good point, but I know him.
I think when
I
it
know
comes
him.
down to it,
know him.
when I
So
think when it comes down to it though, like you said with the Joe Dumars and Rip Hamilton, that's if he ain't gonna be able to do that for a course. I'll give you that. So that's gonna keep Rip to about like 12 points, maybe 15 points. If that comes off the pick. So
Hey, bro. I
Joe
think
Dumars-
Joe gonna run to chase him, bro.
that's what I'm saying. But
I'm telling
but
you.
he can't do it all game.
Thank you, man.
That's what I'm
no,
saying.
no, I ain't saying he can't. I'm just saying
So
how
Rip
effective
gonna
he
It's
be on
gonna
offense.
tire him out
That's
on
what I'm
offense
saying.
because
That's
they
all
did
I
the
was
same
saying.
thing to Kobe.
I ain't saying nothing about height. I'm not saying nothing about.
That's what I'm saying. And I think it's gonna strive in the paint game, bro. Really. Bill and Ben stepping out, hitting the threes, taking Ben out there. Rip doing, Rasheed doing post moves. I mean, that's
But
gonna,
at the
that's
same
gonna be our
time,
bread and butter.
she could step on
They got
three
counters
too.
on each
That's
side.
what I'm
And
There's counters on each
It's
side.
gonna be-
it's
I
gonna be a
feel- That's what I'm
fight.
saying. It's really
It's
a
gonna be a
50-50.
fight.
and Billup's
I
strong,
still
so he
think
can
so.
he can
He's
bully
a bad boy,
Isaiah,
bro.
but Isaiah can
That's
bully
why I said
Isaiah.
it'll come down to coaching. That's why I said it'll come down to
It'll
coaching.
come down to coaching.
Larry Brown versus Chuck Daly.
Guess what?
The-
04 Pistons.
50-50, meaning
No.
bad boys. Fool.
51-49.
Your mom.
51-49.
I'm gonna have to go with the
I'm just.
over Pistons.
Oh, so you switch ships.
No, just because
Smoke.
Oh.
Hit that bell.
Don't hit that
Hey,
man.
Trader.
No, I didn't do that. I was comparing the two. I was comparing the two, but I think the 04 Pistons has a better paint game than they do, and I think you can use that.
I mean, you can, but at the end of the day,
And everything else they counters is between the 1, 2, and 3.
it's gonna be a boxing match.
The
And
bad boy
it comes
Pistons.
down. It's gonna come down to coaching. But we like to thank y'all for tuning in, even though the 04 Pistons is gonna win. We like to
Bad
thank y'all
boys.
for tuning in. Follow us on Facebook Live, Instagram, and Twitter at the Huddle Up. And we will see y'all next week. Y'all stay blessed.
Same time, y'all be
Same
smooth.
time, same place. We'll see y'all with more better discussions on this wonderful Saturday morning.
Good job.
Thank y'all.
Ha
Y'all boys funny, bro.
Hey,
That nigga Mike switched up. I can't.
I'm stubborn. I don't care. I'm going
I
down.
didn't leave. Come on, I'll let y'all talk, and
No,
then I
you said you. Kari said that. When y'all both looked at each other, he was like, "Yeah, because we both agreed on the same thing as far as the Bad Boys." He said that, and you never denied
start
it.
comparing it.
Bro,
No, we agreed on the Joe Dumars.
Yeah.
It was the Joe
Okay.
Dumars.
I could have sworn you said the
Yeah,
Bad
it was a
Boys.
Joe Dumars.
It was the Joe Dumars, so we looked at each other on the Joe Dumars already. But
I could have sworn y'all said.
No, it was a Joe
No,
Dumars.
I start comparing matchups.
Okay.
That's what this, or at least the starting lineup.
Danny said, good job. Appreciate it, bro.
Thanks, G.
Am I?
We still live?
Yeah, we live too.
Yeah,
We don't go to sleep.
What's going on?
What are we, Disney Channel?
That little wine.
Bloop, bloop, bloop.
That little wine. Everybody.
Hey.
Kari feels salty. He just
I
lost
ain't
the
nobody
argument.
salty,
My boy
fool.
Reezy.
You know how we do.
This is the Huddle Up podcast. Appreciate y'all for watching and listening and tuning in. We'll see y'all
Later.
next Saturday. Ow.
That makes sense.